Hello, and happy anniversary to Doctor Whovians, your third anniversary. Well done. And I've been asked to answer a few questions, so here goes. Um, what do you think of Peter Capaldi? Well, I've said this several times before. Peter Capaldi is an excellent actor, but he's also an award-winning director, and he writes as well. So you've got you've got an Oscar-winning director, a BAFTA-winning actor, and a multi-talented writer. What more can you want for our new Doctor? So that's what I think of Peter Capaldi. Question 2. What do you think is going to happen with the 12 generations limit? Well, yes, this comes up all the time, but I think Moffat will come up with a very clever idea. But in Let's Kill Hitler, didn't River Song give the Doctor all her generations? So maybe that's the way around it. But we'll find out sooner or later. Question 3. What other role would you have liked to have played in Doctor Who? Well, when I was being beaten up in the playground, way back in 1813, it was because I always fancied the idea of playing the Master. Another complicated character, but I'm very pleased to have Dorium. Right, question 4. How did you find out you were playing Dorium? Where were you? Who were you with? And what was your reaction? Okay, I'd actually gone for an audition. I got a call from my agent to say that they want to be for Doctor Who. A script was sent through, which effectively was the scene for the Pandorica Opens. Had to go to a church in Tottenham Court Road. Did my audition along with 6 other roly-poly actors, and I was the chosen one. So where was I when I found out? Well, I was doing a proper job for a while in Croydon, and I was sat at my desk and my mobile rang, and there was Kim Barry's number, my agent. I got very excited, and she said, "Hello, Dorium." So I found out within 3 or 4 days of doing the audition. So I was at work in Croydon. So who was I with? I was with my colleagues, but I had to be very discreet. And what was your reaction? Well, actually, I had to, at the time, pretend I was very calm, but inside I was like Tigger, bouncing up and down. And for about 3 days afterwards, I was really so excited. Yep, excited because I'm a fan who ended up being in the show. Question 5. Right, question 5. If you could travel into the future or past, where would you go and why? All right, where would I go? Well, if we go in the past, there's lots of things in our family tree and our family history which is a bit muddled because we got different stories. So I'd quite like to go back as an observer and see for myself actually what was going on and why certain decisions were made. That would be rather nice. And as for the future, deep down, I would really like to be part of the team at First Contact. When Spock and his friends come to visit us, I would really very much like to be, even though I'm just making the tea, part of the team that sort of gets things going. Question 6. What was it like working with Matt, Karen, Arthur, Neve and Dan? Well, to be honest, it was quite remarkable. It was a bit scary at times, but everybody extremely friendly. And to that list, I wish to add Frances Barber, because a fine actress who I've always admired. So I was very nervous, but she was very kind and considerate, very much like Matt. Matt is kind and considerate. Do you know, everybody's just kind and considerate, and it's not just the actors, it's the whole Doctor Who team. Absolute delight, and having been invited back, I'm clearly part of the family now in some sort of way, and I just know that should I get another call, it will be sheer pleasure. Right, question 7. Can you give some acting tips? Well, depends what you mean by acting tips, really. What I would say generally for anyone who's starting out in particular, just learn your craft. Do as many classes as you can, and do as many projects as you can. Make yourself versatile, build a very thick skin, build a sense of humour, and above all, when you have a job, turn up on time, know your lines, and just be friendly. That's all I can say. Um, and don't get too tight up about how you work, because you could work slightly differently from somebody else, and you just need to find your own sort of way. But there we go. Tough skin, build your craft, have your tools, and above all, enjoy yourself. Right, and question 8. What's your best memory from the set of Doctor Who? Well, there are so many memories. Every day was a memory for me. Being the head in the box was the most eccentric thing I've done. Wonderfully so, but I did feel a little self-conscious at times. Working with Francis Barber was absolutely fantastic, and Matt was glorious. But I think the abiding memory is when I see the TARDIS for the first time. The blue box. I found it surprisingly emotional. So I will have to say that that was the best memory I have working on the set of Doctor Who. Question 9. Who's your favourite Doctor and why? See, this is very unfair because I love them all. I always say that Patrick Troughton is my Doctor. And Matt Smith, of course, is my special Doctor because I got to work with him. Going on the circuit at conventions, etc., I've met all the Doctors now, except Mr. Eccleston, and they're all wonderful, wonderful people and such fun. But that's my story. Patrick Troughton is my Doctor. And the reason why? I think because as well as having some definite scientific background to him, he was just wonderfully, wonderfully eccentric. Question 10. What do you think the Doctor's secret is? Well, before I answer that, I will just say once more, Doctor Whovians, happy anniversary. 3 years. Cool, good on you. Right, well, I actually know what the Doctor's secret is, and before I tell you, I just need to clear my throat. The Doctor's secret is... Right, going to answer as many questions as I can in 90 seconds starting now. Right, what was Monsters Say Exterminate? Daleks. How many Doctors are there? 12, plus Peter Cushing. 3, name 4 Doctors. Troughton, Pertwee, and 2 Bakers. Right. 4. What does TARDIS stand for? Time and relative dimension in space. What are the, 5? What new companion's name? Clara. 6. Name 5 other companions. Oh God, except Matt. Okay. Right, Polly, Jamie, Donna, Chesterton, Amy, Chesterton, and Joe Grant. Right, question 7. What day of the month is the 50th, 23rd of November? Who composes music? Oh my God, there were so many. Mark Ayres. 9. Head writer before Stephen Moffat was Russell T. Davies. Russell T. Davies. 10. Name. Name the spin-offs of Doctor Who. Torchwood and Sarah Jane Adventures. What character did Elizabeth play as Sarah Jane? What can a screwdriver not do? Oh, pass on that one. I'll go back. Who was the first Doctor? Hartnell. Who was Doctor's first companion? Oh, Susan. And 9th Doctor's... out of time.